So let's get right into some of the most embarrassing moments in the history of tennis. We kick off the video with a highlight from when Pablo Cuevas faced off against Thiem at the Hamburg Open. When given the option of an easy smash, Cuevas instead tries to pull off a very difficult trick shot, which he has pulled off in the past to be fair. He fails miserably and is left with egg on his face. Sometimes the temptation is just too much to handle for the Uruguayan. This embarrassing moment takes place off the court. Hubert Hurkacz, recently ranked 11th in the world, showed up for a press conference and waited for questions. He was left waiting for over a minute, as it turns out that not a single reporter had prepared a single question. To be honest, though this may seem embarrassing for Hurkacz, it's more embarrassing for the reporters in my opinion. You might not have expected to see this man in this compilation. Here, Roger Federer attempts a very uncharacteristic jumping smash and gets it horribly wrong. The ball misses the court by a considerable margin, and Federer walks away sheepishly, still seeing the funny side. We may need to send out a medic to a spectator if that ball connected with anyone in the crowd. In this clip, Nick Kyrgios rifles a serve past Alexander Zverev. The big German immediately puts his hand up to the challenge, and even goes to show where he believes the mark to be. Hawkeye gives its verdict. The ball is miles in, and Alexander Zverev is left looking very silly. This must be one of the worst challenges in the history of tennis. Wawrinka almost wins this point with a lovely passing shot that Nishikori can only just get back. The ball loops slowly over the net, and Wawrinka easily wins the point. Hold on. This is most certainly Wawrinka's worst ever miss on a tennis court. With all the time in the world, he embarrassingly hits this ball out of the court. I think it's pretty clear what Wawrinka is feeling right now. In this clip, Nadal wins a game and hurries off to his bench. He wraps a towel around his waist, takes his shorts off, and puts another pair back on to cheer from the crowd. As ever for Nadal, it's all business as he changes clothes as fast as possible. An unusual moment on the tennis court, to say the least. If you're a fan of Novak Djokovic, look away. Nishikori is again the opponent for one of the worst misses in the history of tennis. It is the easiest of smashes for Djokovic to put away, but by some miracle he manages to hit the net from about a foot away. This miss could be embarrassing for anyone, but for one of the very greatest tennis players of all time, it's even worse. This clip doesn't involve an embarrassed tennis player, but rather an embarrassed ball boy. As he is getting back into position, he trips up and hits the advertising backboard with his face. Almagro seems annoyed by the loud bang caused by this collision, undoubtedly making the poor kid even more embarrassed. A true professional, he gets straight back into position and does his best to pretend it never happened. This next moment will be enough to make anyone cringe. Denis Shapovalov, for some bizarre reason, decides to rap after his match. He has released a rap song with fellow tennis player Mutet, but his on-court rap performance is not very impressive, to say the least.
I'm in Cali with my fan. Oh my God, I can't do it. I'm too tired.
Sorry, Chapo. Well done for trying. We still love you. Federer again. After Jack Sock hits his volley, he clearly expects to lose the point as he turns around to show his butt for Federer to aim at. Roger has other plans, however, and instead hits the ball right into the net, with Sock the most surprised man in the whole arena. Maybe this will make you feel better about some of your easy misses. It's usually basketball players that run into the crowd, isn't it? Here, Serena Williams can't control her speed, and she falls into a few of the courtside fans. Luckily, no one gets hurt, and everyone sees the funny side. Those fans won't forget this in a hurry. In this fascinating clip, Hawkeye has a bit of a nightmare. Borna Coric challenges the ball called out on the baseline. Hawkeye appears on screen and zooms in on nothing. The umpire declares that the ball was in despite Hawkeye's mishap, and the point is replayed. What an embarrassing moment for the computer vision system. In this funny tennis moment, Djokovic is about to serve. The umpire calls out and points at his racket, which has broken strings. But Djokovic doesn't understand what's going on. He looks around confused before finally realizing what's going on. Next time, the umpire should just let him play with a broken string. Let's see what happens. In this doubles match, an easy smash is begging to be hit by either Rafael Nadal or Granollers. However, there's a severe breakdown in communications. Both players go for the smash, colliding into each other and leaving Nadal on the ground. Of course, Rafael Nadal has got a smile on his face. What a sportsman! And in our final clip, we have an embarrassing for the Demon Hour at Brisbane International. The Australian is handed a banana by a ball boy and spends the next 30 seconds trying to open it to no avail. He wipes his sweat and tries again, finally managing after more than a few efforts. I bet the banana tasted particularly nice once he finally got to eat it. How was that for secondhand embarrassment? That's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you would like to see from us in the future, if you want to.